is author Matt D. Talford, author of a couple of award-winning books, namely From Fear to Faith, A Survivor Story, which is my debut title that won 5 awards, and most recently, Stuck in an Elevator, my foray into fiction, which was awarded the 2019 Book Excellence Awards Finalist Award for Best New Fiction. Now, I didn't come on here today to talk to you guys about who I am as an author and what I've written. Actually, I came on to share a tip with you. Now, what some of you may not know about me or what may not be aware of is that I'm actually a real estate agent. Yeah, when I'm not working on a book or not working on a video podcast or something to inspire someone, writing in my blog, whatever, I'm actually out helping some clients to realize their potential as homeowners or to sell a home and find another one. Now, I don't advertise that fact much because, to be honest with you, I'm extremely busy with what I do as a writer and with publishing my YouTube videos that I try to make to inspire people. So, with that, I'm very selective about who I work with in real estate. So, now, what tip do I have for you today? New construction. You're driving through this neighborhood, you and your spouse, or you as a recent college grad or whatever, a recent retiree that wants to downsize or whatever. You're driving through a certain section of town and you see a sign that says, hey, new homes being built from the blah, blah, blah to the blah, blah, blah. 350s, 400s, 500s, whatever. And you say, hey, you know what, honey? Or, hey, I think I want to stop in there and take a look at what they've got to offer. Now, my tip today is on why you should never, ever, 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 ever go into a new construction deal at a new home site without representation. What do you mean by representation, Matt? Without your favorite realtor or any real estate agent that you trust, okay? Here's why. You go in there and you see a house and you go and you look at a model and the first thing that site rep, who is also a licensed real estate agent, the first thing that site rep does is they start taking down your information and, they want to say, hey, did you like this model? They want to call you, they want to contact you. All that stuff is great. But I want you to know that going into a new home community to potentially buy a new home without a real estate agent is sort of loosely like going into a courtroom where someone has accused you of something and you decided you want to represent yourself. You want to go in there without an attorney. Would you do that? Would you ever go into a situation where you can be a plaintiff. Would you ever go into a courtroom situation without an attorney? Most of you would say no. And so for similar reasons, you don't want to go into a real estate transaction at a new home community without a real estate agent. Here's why. While that person may smile and make you feel good and give you that warm and fuzzy about, them wanting to help you and do all of these great things for you and get you into that home model that you like, they are not representing your best interest. They're there to represent the interest of the person who employs them. And that person is the builder or that company is the builder. So at the end of the day, they pretty much just want to sell you a house, but they're not there to tell you about things that you may not be aware of. And that's what real estate agents like myself are hired to do. We go in there, we look for things in that contract that you may not be aware of. And now we're not attorneys, okay? So you always want to go over a contract with an attorney if you got questions about legalese. That's not what we do. But we do look at a lot of offers and such, and we're there to make sure that your best interests are taken care of. We're there to see if there's any way that you might be able to, are there any discounts available for you? Are there things that, home inspections, how many times have we gone in and found things or encouraged our clients to get an independent home inspection? Now, your new site agent is going to tell you, hey, yeah, when we get to phase blah, 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 or when we get to this certain date, we're going to have your home finished, and then we're going to have someone come and inspect it. Well, that would be like a restaurant doing their own health inspection. Wouldn't you feel safer eating at a restaurant where an independent person like DHEC came in and inspected it versus The restaurant owner saying, "Oh yeah, we checked, everything's clean." Real estate is a lot like that. Believe it or not, there's a lot of parallels between real estate and a lot of other industries. So to wrap this video up and sort of keep it short, it doesn't matter how nice and how smiley that person is that's sitting behind that chair. And this is not to talk badly about anybody who's a site rep for any builder. I know some ones who are very, very good. And my favorite one, I won't say her name, but if you watch this video, I'll say her first name, Linda. My favorite one, Linda, she knows. She will ask you, "Hey, do you have an agent that you're working with?" She is very good. She's very astute. She actually sold my wife and I our first house, and she's one of the reasons why we sort of got into real. Well, not me, my wife. I mean, I had no intentions of getting into real estate. Believe it or not, when I left corporate America, I wanted to retire and be a full-time artist. But there's a funny story that goes with that, and a funny story with regards to how I got into real estate, and I'd love to share that with you, but not now. Anyway, so to wrap this up, there are some great people that sit behind those desks at those new home communities, but just remember, they're not there to represent your best interest, and I can't tell you how many times we've had to go in and fight for our clients to make sure that they get exactly what they believed they were paying for. And so we want to go with you from contract to close to make sure that your experience is a good one, that you have a highly valued experience, an experience that should match the money that you're paying for that new home. So if you got any questions, check me out. My name is Matt Talford. Of course, you guys know if you follow me as an author. But I'm going to put a thumbnail or an image of my wife's company, because she's the boss when it comes to real estate. She's the boss, the founder and broker in charge of Talford Realty International. So if you are in North Carolina or South Carolina, particularly the Charlotte metro area and surrounding areas, that's where we operate out of, but we also have the ability to refer you. We have a great referral network. So if you want to go deeper in South Carolina or higher up in North Carolina, we have a great referral network of agents that we trust, and we're happy to refer you if you want to live in a city that's a little bit, maybe an hour, 2 hours drive outside the Charlotte area or more. We can help you with that. But for now, you guys have a great week, whatever day it is that you're watching this. And if you got any questions, leave them in the comment box below if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're watching this on Facebook, then hit me up in the comments and let me know how I can help. All right? This has been Matt. You've been watching A Real Estate Moment. I wouldn't say minute, because you guys know if you watch me on YouTube, you know I have a tendency to get a little bit long-winded. But such is the personality of most writers I know, when you give them a microphone and podium. Anyway, guys, have a great week. Take care. If you got any questions, hit me up. Peace.